Hey everybody, welcome back. This is your boy. Oh, I was gonna say your boy. No, I'm not supposed to say that. This is Troy. It's Troy and I'm back. Thanks for clicking on the thumbnail. Oh, I gotta roll these sleeves up. They flashy. Anyway, yeah, I was voguing right there. But thanks for clicking on the thumbnail box. I'm excited here today because this is my first book tag. I thought book tags was that you're supposed to do the book tag and then you're supposed to tag another person in the tag, and I don't know. This is just how I figured it worked. Apparently it doesn't. Apparently you can just do it under any regard. At least I am. I never seem to follow the rules anyway of booktubing and all that kind of stuff, or YouTubing in general. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. And the book tag was motivated, and motivated probably is not the right word, so I will say directed by another booktuber whose name is Christina the Bookworm, and I'll put her link somewhere in this vortex here so you can click on her channel and check out what she has going on. And that music you hear in the background, which it just popped up, is Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13 the demo, which just came out today, and I can't wait to play the game as soon as I'm done doing this book tag. So I'll try not to rush, but then I will try to rush because my videos be too damn long anyway, on general. So, I got all my questions here for the tag, and I'm going to start with the first question. Question number 1. What do you buy your... Where do you buy your books from? I buy my books from 2 places. I buy them from Amazon.com and Barnes & Nobles. Everybody know about that. Who does not use Amazon? If you don't use Amazon, you ain't got no sense. Now, wait a minute. Yeah, no, I had it right the first time. You ain't got no sense. No, I'm just playing. But anyway, yes, I generally get my books from Amazon.com because I just like to receive packages in the mail any damn way. No, that's just not it. But that's part of it. But the other part is that it's just easier to just go and click and pick out what you want to get and just be done with it. And I'm a member of the Barnes & Noble's membership deal club. I won't say it's a club because ain't nobody meeting up to talk about nothing but how y'all keep charging me $25 a year for this membership. Although it does save money and I do appreciate it and I do like it, but y'all can put it down at least $20. Hell, I can't go over there. They've been doing that shit for years. But anyway, yeah, I'm a member of that. So I use BarnesandNobles.com and Amazon. BarnesandNobles.com. No, Amazon.com and Barnes & Nobles. I used to shop at Borders when I worked at Borders. I used to spend all my money there. My whole check was going to books. And then I used to shop at Books A Million when I worked at Books A Million. But I no longer go to Books A Million because I just want my books. Like, I don't have time for me to have a stack of books and coming up to the counter and you pestering me. You getting on my nerves, pestering me, asking me, do I want to get a membership? And then I say, look, no, I don't want no membership. And then you ask me, do I want some magazines? I don't read People. I don't read Time Journal. I don't read Time Warner. I don't read Warner Brothers. I don't need no magazines. I will get a Writer's Digest magazine, but I'm already subscribed to them, so I don't need that irritation when I come up to that line. And third, no, look, I've donated enough children's books, and I really do not feel like donating another children's books. You know, just... Well, shouldn't you just say that for specific times and drives anyway? But you know, it's funny because incidentally I used to be that person behind the counter having to push all that stuff, and it made my experience there horrible. Like, I did not, it was a bookstore and I did not enjoy working there because their prime focus wasn't on books, it was on getting people to sign up to too much shit. Ugh. But anyway, now there's the book outlet that a lot of people go to, and I tried them and I looked around, and maybe if you're into more children's books or YA books, you can find a lot of great things there. But as far as what I like to read, I scoured that site and I only came across like maybe 1 or 2 books that I really found an interest in. So I really don't too much do the bookoutlet.com. So the next question, somebody trying to call me, I'm finna cancel their ass out. The next question is, do you ever pre-order books? And if so, do you do this in store or online? No, I do not pre-order books because I'm keeping up with the books that I'm interested in till they release, or till they're released. So what I would do is I'll just, hey, it's March 1st, so new Stephen King book is out. I'll just go to the bookstore and pick it up. That simple. Now there are some books that maybe are obscure, or books that you probably got a feeling that Barnes and Nobles are not going to carry, so I just order them on Amazon and just have them come in. And I usually do that with like graphic novels. If I don't feel like looking for a graphic novel in the store, I'll just pre-order it and just let the son of a bitch come in. So on average, how many books do you buy a month? I buy maybe 4 books a month, 4 or 5. I see people who buy like way more than me, and I realize I gotta. You cannot be serious. Do not. Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt here. Do not text me to say it's cold outside. Oh my God! Please don't do that. Don't text me to say it's cold outside. No. Whew, I almost had a moment. Girl, I was about to kick this tripod. But anyway, the question was, yes, how many books I buy a month? 4, 5, between 4 or 5, maybe even 3. I'm too busy trying to keep up with my pal to even buy more books than, hell, I can read in a month anyway. So, the 4th question is, do you use your local library? I use my local library to write. That's right, I use my local library to write. I use my local library to get some peace and quiet and write. As far as checking out books, no, not so much. Now, occasionally I do. Last time I checked out a book from my library was actually around this time last year, and I had got The Forgotten Country by girl, I can't remember her name. I'm sorry, I can't remember her name, but The Forgotten Country and another book by a Japanese author, which. And what it is something about library. I've read The Forgotten Country, but there's something about library books that I don't read them. I don't know why. I think it's like because they're not mine. You know, they're not my books. I have to give them back, so I don't read them. I don't know why, but hey, whatever. So the next question is, if so, how many books can you or do you borrow at a time? Well, when I do borrow books, maybe 2 books from the library, 2 or 3. Now here's if it's like a non-fiction book on like how to save money or do a certain thing or writing, I might get about 3, but maybe about 2 books I'll check out if I ever check out any. What is your opinion on library books? Why is that a question though, for real, when you think about it? Like, who can beat the library? Even for me who don't go there to use it as much as other people do, like, I would never try to beat the library. Like, this free books. I have no opinion on library books except that it's great. I've had my library card since I was in the 1st grade, you know, in the late 80s, early 90s. I remember I just had my card upgraded to the 21st century version not too long ago, and the lady was like, "Child, your card is so crickety and raggedy." It's like, yeah, because I had it for a long time. But you can't beat the library. I don't have an opinion about library books. Library books are fantastic. If you don't got no money, and which I, as an individual, should be taking advantage of such things, but in any regard, you can't beat the library. So the 7th question is, how do you feel about charity shop or secondhand bookstores? I think they're great. I have no problem. You can't beat that either. Those books are cheap. Now, here's the thing. If I do go to the library, I go to the library in-house bookstore and spend like $2 on a book or whatnot. So I do that. But I love secondhand bookstores. I visit them often and a lot. Some of them take credit for books that you return, and I have a credit slip that is surely going to burn a hole in my pocket if I don't use it. But yeah, I love secondhand stores. Now, I'm a little iffy about secondhand books, so while I like secondhand stores, I do pay close attention to the books that I pick up. I do pay attention to the dust jacket and the yellowing of the paper and all those sorts of things, and bent and broken spines. I don't like none of that stuff. I'm sorry. The book does not have to be perfect, but it has to look good on the shelf in some kind of fashion. And another weird thing about me is that when I buy books from secondhand stores, you can say whatever you want, but I smudge my books. I'm a firm believer in energy and vibrations and all of that stuff. I smudge my books. If you don't know what smudging means, then you need to look it up. I smudge my books and I use sanitized wipes on them to clean them off. I do. Like, I'm sorry. I don't give a damn. Like, they're mine now. They're going to contain every bit of energy and cleanliness that I carry with myself. So, and then the 8th question is, do you keep your to-be-read pile together on the same bookshelf or not? Yep. They're right up there now, and there's too many damn books up there. Actually, they're not too many, they're just too thick, and I just recently added 2 more. But I do keep my to-be-read pile on the top shelf on my bookshelf, but that's usually for hardbacks and trade paperbacks. Now with mass market books, I usually let them be sleepers on, throughout the shelf. themselves. So like over here I got Rita Mae Brown's Wish You Were Here laying as a sleeper on top of Octavia Butler, you know. So it's just all about space, you know. So and then the next question is, do you plan to read all of the books that you own? No, how could I? I can't keep up with what books that I have now. Like, you know, I keep bringing them in. It's like a pipeline. The son of a bitches just keep coming. Even though I don't buy that many and I am somewhat of a slow reader, that's still a pile that needs to be cut down like a tree in the forest. So no, I'll probably never be able to read all of these books unless I completely put a halt to the books that I buy. That's the only way I'll survive this. So I have books here from 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Actually, no, I don't think I have anything past 5. But 4, definitely, that need to be read. One particular series that I really want to pick up on is Charlene Harris's Aurora, I hope I said her name right, T-Guard mystery series. Now, when I worked at Books A Million, they had a sale where you buy 4 books for the price of 3, and I bought the first 4 books in this series back in around this time of 2010, and I have not picked up not one of those books and started reading them. So I'm hoping that that's one of the series that I can read really, really soon. And another series I want to read off of my shelf is S.J. Rosen, her Lydia Chen mystery series. I read the first book 2 years ago, and 2 years ago I had the first 3 books, and you know, I just never read the second and the third one. So I'm hoping to clear that up. And I want to read my Sarah Paretsky books too. Did I say her name right? Should be alright. So, what do you do with books that you own that you feel you would never read or felt you did not enjoy? It has to go. Simple as that. You have to ship on up out of here. If there's a book that I don't like, that I've read, or I've got 50 pages in and I know the book is not going to be any good for me, or 100 pages in, it's like, look, I'm tired of this, I will let it go. The only exception is if it's a part of an ongoing series. Somehow I've managed to hold on to Laura K. Hamilton and Kim Harrison for quite some time. I don't know why. I don't know why. But yeah, in the general sense, I get rid of books that I don't enjoy or cannot read. It has to go. I don't have the space, you know. Have you ever donated books? These questions pretty much fall one behind the other. Yes, I donate books to the library bookstore. I donate books to the used bookstore and get a credit. I give them to friends. I let them have it. Just, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. But one thing I will never, ever, ever do, and if I ever, ever, ever catch somebody doing this, I will kick their ass. Do not ever, 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 and I mean this, ever put a book in a trash can. Like, for real. I don't care if you hate the book. I don't care if you want the book to burn in hell for all eternity. Do not ever put a book in a trash can. You do not know what one book could do for one person. You do not know. What may not be good for you may be good for somebody else. I'm serious about that. I don't ever put a book in a trash can. I'll kick your ass. I'm serious. I fight over books, even if I don't like them. I got a stack of books now that I'm about to get rid of that I've read and some that I haven't. But I would never dream of putting a book in a trash can. I'm for real about that shit. So, have you ever been on a book buying ban? Yes, I have, but it never works. Like I said, this is a pipeline. They keep coming through. Like I said, I'm not the fastest reader, but I still keep books coming through. You know, I can have a stack of books and I'm not interested in one particular book or that particular book or that particular book, so I go and buy another book. And then I probably won't be interested in that one, so I go buy another one after that one. And I need to stop that. So sometimes I do have to ban myself. What I did notice is, but here's another thing. So, but if it's a big author who's coming out of a book, I will stop everything to read that book. So if Stephen King comes out with a book, Sue Grafton, Patricia Cornwell, or just some, you know, Terry McMillan, who I actually never read. I was trying to say Toni Morrison, but if they come out with a book, I'll stop everything to read that book. Like, guaranteed winners right there. But other than that, then, you know, hey, I have to stop from spending money on books. And the last question is number 13. Do you feel that you buy too many books? Yes, I do. For me, actually, I think I'm actually very mild as compared to some people I know. I know some people who just go on and on and on. I mean, child, they had that wheel just rolling and rolling and rolling. Have to be read piles this high and all kinds of craziness like that. So I don't have that issue. I do have a lot of books to catch up on, but I don't buy too many books. I forgot the question. But anyway, that's it. This video is 15 minutes long and I did not want to do that. I don't know how to edit, so I'm just going to say thank you guys for showing up and watching the video. I hope I did a good job. I'm doing my best learning this whole situation, so I appreciate it. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and let's have more fun on the next video. I'm out of here.